can't turn lights off. Literally, I cannot turn off lights. I'm scared to turn them off. Hello. Well, as you can see, I have a new name for this vloggy thingy. So, let's just talk about something that's really weird and scary and always it's me out. It's about my biggest fear. I mean, not the biggest fear, it's something that I encounter every day in my life and something that's really like messing with my head. It is my fear to turn the lights off. And the actual fear is I have developed some kind of fear that if I turn lights off, if I flip the switch, and someone is going to pass away. Now this sounds weird, I know, really, but it developed like a week or two later after my maternal grandmother passed away in 2013. And one day suddenly I was like, it just came, this thought kind of attacked my brain that, you know what, you probably shouldn't have turned the lights off that night because it wasn't a positive thing, something like that. Okay, that was going in my head, and I kind of, did not really acknowledge the thought and was like avoiding it, but then it was kind of getting to me. And later, I mean, I am a very skeptic person and I don't like to succumb to illogical things, so I have been fighting these thoughts for a long time, and it took me a big amount of like self-loathing to give in into this invasive, this weird thought. But I kind of succumbed and I stopped turning lights off. So since 2013 I have been sleeping with lights on. It's 3 a.m. and still a light on. When I'm going to hit the hammock, light's still gonna be on unless my mom is going to turn it off. This is how it's going. So when I try to discipline myself and stop doing this stupid thing, the first time I kinda restrained myself from giving in. A few days later, and a few days after I started turning my lights off, a group of my juniors from my university drowned in the sea. Well, actually in the Bay of Bengal, just 2 days after I've started turning the lights of my room off. So it was very shocking and devastating for me. I mean, the news to begin with, because they were like my closest juniors from uni, and I had a very good connection with those kids. And later it was again in my head. I again struggled to get over it, but and I did come over it, and I have started turning lights off because it is energy issue, right? And I am into energy conservation things, so I started turning lights off a few days later, and guess what? One of my paternal uncles passed away, and it was a big shock for the whole family, because he was relatively younger person, and he was like the closest relative who actually would relate to me. He was like my most favorite uncle, and he's gone. So it was really, it it totally kind of blew my mind. I totally was giving in into this stupid thing, and since then I have never turned the light off and went to sleep. Guess what happened? This demon started growing stronger because, well, I mean, a month or two earlier, I was kind of doing some tracing work for my brother. He had some sketchbook thingy to finish, so I turned the light off this room, and what did I do? Oh yes, I turned my table lamp on and started tracing and some pictures from his book to his scrapbook, and then I turned the light on back. But guess what? The fear kind of came back. Why did I turn the light off? And like 2 days later, my maternal grandfather passed away. So, I mean, though he was really terminally ill and we were ready, but still it's kind of weird, isn't it? I am sounding kind of weird today because I am not feeling well. So I actually decided to talk about this fear because I strongly believe this has something to do with my other mental distresses or disorders that I believe I have, or probably I need some professional attention regarding it. And you might wonder, if you're watching, why am I talking about this instead of going to a therapist? That is a problem. I can't. I mean, it might sound weird if you are in a country where, you know, mental illness is still not a taboo. Admitting having mental illness or acknowledging that I have mental illness would not give you remarks like it is just an excuse for, you know, backing up from irresponsibilities, because that's how things are here, at least in my family. Everyone whenever I open up about my illness, whenever I try to talk about it, they would go like, hey, you are just trying to back off your responsibilities, so you just don't want to be responsible, you just don't want to focus on your work, you are just not trying hard enough. If you concentrate on your work, then these things will go away eventually. You don't need to pay a therapist for these stupid things. It's just in your mind. You can wipe it as you wish. We have been in your age. We had bigger problems to worry about. This is nothing. You have had too much privileges. That is why you are acting weird and going all irresponsible. That is how things are perceived here. That is how mental illness, or, you know, opening up about mental struggles or distresses are remarked. So I have received all of these remarks from my sweet, caring family, who would like take me to my dermatologist. I mean, every now and then to check up on my cheilitis situation that I have here. It's a bad allergy. Everyone supports this. Like, everyone would go, yes, you should see a doctor. He needs care. This is not good. They're always concerned about my physical health, but this, it's like an excuse to, you know, be lazy and stuff like that. So I think I have clarified myself, or maybe I have just made a very big fool of myself, which is true. I am really not the best of my times. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna accomplish by recording this certain vloggy thingy. And also, if you can see, I appear a little tired and kind of disoriented because I am, since I had an exam today in afternoon, and I'm kind of feverish and I have to go to work tomorrow. Well, I sound like I'm complaining too much. Well, I guess I am. I don't know why did I decided to record this today. I think it's because I have made a kind of, I kind of put it in my routine, put it and include it in my new routine that I will, record a video by every Friday and upload it by every Saturday night, as long as my fairy godmother of procrastination admits. So there's that. I think you have noticed the name of this vloggy thingy episode are probably going to be the same for the upcoming ones. It's Drool Train. Choo choo. Why Drool Train? Well, I'll just save the explanation for the next day or Sunday or probably centuries later, or maybe never. I'll probably never gonna talk about it, or probably I will within a few weeks. But for now, I think I have nothing else to say today because I am kind of disoriented and I'm not sure if I'm going to be okay tonight. But I will refresh. Controller. I'm back. I'm refreshed. Or maybe I'm not. Well, enough of that. So I think I will just stop making it more lengthy and just cut it out. Cut it out. Right into. So there's that. I just quoted a Drool song that I really love, and you can check this song. I will put a link of it in the description. And please, if you are a lover of music, if you are a lover of rock, if you are a big fan of Jason Baker, please do donate to that Indiegogo campaign where they are raising money for Jason to make a new album. You probably know this Jason Baker. He is a very talented composer who's been living with ALS for the last 26 years and still composing songs. So I'll just leave it there. Do whatever you want. If you are totally up for it, please do donate and send your love to Jason because he should be loved. He is the most awesome, one of the most awesome human beings I've ever known. Of course I haven't met him in person, but I think his music speaks just as much as his voice does or used to do. Oh, sorry man, I'm totally weird today. So bye. Have a nice day or time of a day.